Hi, my name is Jas Karul Shazwan, Jas Saripudin. Today, I would like to tell you how Muslim traders in the earlier world spread Islam to my country, Malaysia, and how the religion has influenced the tradition of my family. In this video, I will explain to you how Islam came to Malaysia, what makes a Muslim a true Muslim, and how Islam has influenced the tradition of my family. Malaysia is located in the Southeast Asia, occupying parts of the Malay Peninsula and the island of Borneo. Malaysia used to be known as Tanah Melayu. The population consists of three major races, which are Malay, Chinese, and Indian. We will start by looking at how Islam came to Tanah Melayu. Islam has existed in the world in more than 1400 years ago. It was spread from the Arabian Peninsula to all over the world. However, Islam began to exist in the Malay Peninsula in about 600 years ago. Ever since Islam came to Tanah Melayu, it drastically changed the tradition and way of life of the local people. Before Islam came to Tanah Melayu, Hindu and Buddha were the major religions in the area. This can be proved by the discovery of temples in Lembah Pujang, Malaysia. Nevertheless, we cannot deny that Islam has also existed a long time ago in Tanah Melayu. This can be proved by the discovery of the inscription stone in Terengganu. The inscription stone is a granite stele carrying classical Malay inscription in Jawi script. The inscription, dated possibly to 1303 CE, constituted the earliest evidence of Jawi writing in the Malay world of Southeast Asia, and was one of the oldest testimony to the advent of Islam as a state religion in the region. Islam was spread to the Malay Peninsula through the sea route from Arabian Peninsula to India by the Arab and Persian traders. It continued to spread to North Sumatra, and finally, Islam reached Tanah Melayu. Other than the sea route, Islam was also spread through the land route. Traders from all over the world who used the Silk Road converted the local people of China to Islam. The Silk Road was an ancient network of trade routes connecting the East and West, which for centuries was central to cultural interaction between them. The Silk Road refers to both the terrestrial and maritime routes connecting Asia with the Middle East and Southern Europe. In the 8th century, Guangzhou has become an important trading location in China. Because of that reason, the spread of Islam in the Malay Peninsula was also a result of the influence of the Chinese Muslim traders. Next, I'm going to share with you how Islam was spread within Tanah Melayu. There were 4 factors that contribute to it. The first factor was trading. Muslim traders made a good relationship with the local authorities. Because of their good characteristics, local authorities were interested to convert to Islam. The second factor was the role of religious experts. Islam was spread in Tanah Melayu because of the religious people who worked hard to spread the religion. They showed good behaviors and did not force local people to convert to Islam. Because of that reason, local people were interested to convert to Islam. The third factor was the conquest of the state. This happened when the ruler of the states under the conquest of Malacca, which was a Muslim state, converted to Islam and followed by the local people in the states. The fourth factor was marriage. Islam was spread in Tanah Melayu through the marriage of Muslim traders with the local people or the marriage between the rulers of different states. Those were how Islam was spread in Tanah Melayu. Next, I'm going to tell you what makes a Muslim a true Muslim. Islam has 5 primary obligations, or also known as pillars of faith, that each Muslim must fulfill in his or her lifetime. It is known as the 5 pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars of Islam considered mandatory by believers and the foundation of Muslim life. The first pillar of Islam is faith, or in Arabic, it is known as Shahada. Shahada is a declaration of faith and trust that there's only one God and that Prophet Muhammad is God's messenger. Muslims do this all the time, especially during the daily prayers. The second pillar of Islam is prayer, or Salah. Salah consists of 5 daily prayers. The names are according to the prayer times: Fajr, the dawn prayer; Dhuhr, the noon prayer; Asr, the afternoon prayer; Maghrib, the evening prayer; and Isha, the night prayer. The Fajr prayer is performed before sunrise. Dhuhr is performed in the midday after the sun has surpassed its highest point. Asr is the evening prayer before sunset. Maghrib is the evening prayer after sunset, and Isha is the night prayer. All of these prayers are recited while facing in the direction of the Kaaba in Mecca. The third pillar of Islam is charity, or zakat. Zakat is the practice of charitable giving based on accumulated wealth. The word zakat can be defined as purification and growth because it allows an individual to achieve balance and encourages new growth. Zakat consists of spending a portion of one's wealth for the benefit of the poor or needy. Zakat is obligatory for all Muslims who are able to do so. It is the personal responsibility of each Muslim to ease the economic hardship of others and to strive towards eliminating inequality. The fourth pillar of Islam is fasting, or Saum. Ritual fasting is an obligatory act during the month of Ramadan. Muslims must abstain from food and drink from dawn to dusk during this month and are to be especially mindful of other sins. Fasting is necessary for every Muslim that has reached puberty, unless he or she suffers from a medical condition which prevents him or her from doing so. Fasting during Ramadan is obligatory, but it is forbidden for several groups for whom it would be very dangerous and excessively problematic. The fifth pillar of Islam is pilgrimage to Mecca, or Hajj. The Hajj is a pilgrimage that occurs during the Islamic month of Zulhijjah to the holy city of Mecca. Every Muslim who is able to do the pilgrimage is obliged to make the pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in their life. Next, I will show you how Islam has influenced the tradition of my family. This video was taken in the year of 2000 during the fasting month of Ramadan. This video shows how we break our fast. We usually would get together before breaking our fast and eat together when it's time. After the fasting month, Muslims would celebrate their victory of fasting in the following month, known as Eid al-Fitr in the month of Shawwal. In Islam, Muslims are obliged to celebrate the victory for the first 2 days in Shawwal. However, Malaysians would celebrate the victory for one whole month. The video was taken in the year of 2000 in the first morning of the celebration day in Shawwal. It shows how we get ready for the celebration. On the first day of the celebration, everyone would wear a new traditional cloth, eat some food before going to the celebration prayer, and get together for some photograph. These are some old and recent photographs of my family during the celebration day. According to my father, when I interviewed him, one of the traditions that our family has that is influenced by Islam is tahni. In Islam, there is a ceremony of touching the lips of newborn baby with honey, sweet juice, or pressed dates that is known in Arabic as tahni. The way it is done is a pious person would rub the food on the infant's palate. It is believed that it can help the baby to talk when the baby is growing up. In the video, you can see that my great-grandmother was performing the ceremony to my little sister. On the other hand, Muslims have a tradition of starting a conversation with the word Assalamualaikum, which means peace be upon you. In the video, I was inviting my grandmother and grandfather to come to my house by starting the conversation with Assalamualaikum. We are almost at the end of the video. To recap, I've showed you how Islam came to Malaysia, the 5 pillars of Islam, and how Islam has influenced the tradition of my family. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till we meet again. Assalamualaikum.